books and believing it, except for the Bible.
Oh my God.
Oh my God is right that the Secretary of Defense would respond to that. He refused to say, I have not given the order, and continued with a snarky, childlike, absurd response. How can you even respond to that? It's so childish.
Well, Judge, the right answer is as follows. I have with me a copy of the rules of engagement that were issued to the Marines before they were employed in support of federal and local police. And I'd be happy to read it, or you can simply place it into the record. And it specifies those circumstances which are extreme and probably unanticipated, but you have to decide early on what they look like. You have to say, under the following circumstances, you, as an individual serving soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, whatever it is, may respond with lethal force if the conditions meet the following criteria. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a very serious matter. We take it very seriously.
Yes, that's why he shouldn't be making a joke out of it, and he should relish the opportunity to answer as you've described.
Yeah, he should. That should have been his answer. Now, why he made the flippant comment about be careful what you read in books, I don't know. Were we discussing any books in particular? I don't think Slotkin was referencing a particular book. Maybe she was, and I missed that.
I think she was referencing former Defense Secretary Mark Esper's book, written after he left office, that the president ordered him to order troops to fire at demonstrators' legs, and unarmed demonstrators, and he rejected the order. I think that's what she was referring to. And the Secretary of State, who is a graduate of Princeton University, as you know, I am as well, says, be careful what you read in books. This is preposterous.
Well, what would have been more appropriate is that, as the Secretary of Defense right now, I cannot judge the veracity of that claim. That is something that passed presumably between Secretary Esper and the president. So I would take it up with them. I have received no such guidance under any circumstances from the president today. In other words, stick with the facts. He has no idea what Esper said or President Trump said. How do you judge that? You can't. Right. Forget it. I would simply say, Senator, I can't judge that, the veracity. I can simply say I have received no such order. But I do have these rules of engagement. They have been carefully vetted. We have attorneys who go through this, as well as senior officers, to ensure that our soldiers, sailors, airmen, or Marines know what they can and can't do and are in a position to protect themselves if they are subjected to violence that could cause their loss of life. In other words, everybody sits down and puts this together. This is pro forma. That's what you do in the defense establishment. And that's what he should have presented to her. I don't know why he didn't have it with him.
Maybe he doesn't take his